warn you in fiction so you'd obey in reality.
They called it liberty, but it was really just a costume for control. Freedom is unpredictable, unprofitable, ungovernable. So they ran the Psyop, swap chains for choices, cages for comfort, and call it liberty. Now we police ourselves. Grateful for the leash we were told we chose.
They're watching, and if you know, you know. They warn you in fiction so you'd obey in reality.
She stands tall, holding the torch, but don't mistake the light for truth. Behind the cameras, beneath the applause signs, a contract is inked in silence. She's not writing the script, she's performing it. The symbols on her robe, they're not ideals. They're the logos of the real producers. This isn't liberty, it's theater. Welcome to the Psyop Entertainment Complex, where perception is policy and consent is manufactured.
They're watching, and if you know, you know. They warn you in fiction so you'd obey in reality.
Ah yes, another round of enlightenment, straight from the top. They distort reality, then offer clarity for a small price. Your critical thinking. Don't worry, it's all been fact-checked by the same people who wrote the facts. Truth isn't discovered anymore, it's distributed. And if you question it, well, clearly you're in the dark. Welcome to the Light-Bearer Protocol, where obedience glows and doubt is a glitch.
They're watching, and if you know, you know. They warn you in fiction so you'd obey in reality.
They don't just make flags, they make narratives, and they've got them in every color. Red for the right, blue for the left, black for the operation, white for the cleanup crew. Welcome to the false flag factory, where enemies are assembled in advance, and outrage is always in stock. One side says, this was an attack. The other screams, this was a false flag. But no one ever asks, who wrote the script? Because if you're arguing over whether it was real or fake, you've already missed the point. The factory doesn't care what you believe, only that you pick a side.
They're watching, and if you know, you know. They warn you in fiction so you'd obey in reality.
You thought the alarm was for you. It wasn't. The bells don't warn the public. They notify the insiders. Sound a 6, trigger to 9. Each chime a coded cue. Each broadcast a handshake in plain sight. They hit the panic button, and the other suits nod. Your fear is just the soundtrack. The real conversation happens in tones. They don't ring bells to save you. They ring them to synchronize. Because in this system, they don't warn you. They signal each other.